I came up with this theory. The reason it takes a kid more than a year to learn to talk is because of the way parents talk to kids when they're little. I don't know if it's true or not, but you get him and I'd be holding his little chubby body and I'd be going, speaking in tongues, Anything I could do to get him to smile. Anything. You know why? He was mine. I'd do something, make some funny face, jiggle him, and I'd say, look at Vanessa, he's smiling at me. And she's like, he's got gas. He's still got gas. I don't care. And do you know how that boy rewarded me? You know how he rewarded my love? One time I was loving on him and I was out at the car. I was working in a different shift and Vanessa was working. I had him one of those little carts, they kind of dangle on their feet and they got like 18 wheels all around and where they could terrorize people and chase the dog. And he was in there and he started crying. I'm like, oh, just give me a few minutes. And finally I closed the lid of the car and I go over to him and there was a stench. I mean, the UN, if they got this, you could be in trouble. And he had poop coming out the back of his shirt. This is not something a father signs up for. Moms are okay with this kind of stuff. I took him cart and everything, stuck him in the tub and rinsed him off. Got in trouble for it later, but seemed like the right thing to do. But my point really is what did I do when he made this mess? I cleaned him up. You know why? Because he's mine. He's mine. And you got to forsake this idea that somehow God loves you because you do good things. God loves you for a much purer reason. God loves you because you are His. And you and I confess freely, I don't always understand why these things come into my life. But they flow from His love because that's who He is. And we see this. So I want to ask you, have you accepted your acceptance? She's saying, why me? But why me? Why such grace? But God loves us and He accepts us and He blesses us because we are His. We spend so much wasted time going to Moab looking for what Moab can't give us. Your acceptance with God has nothing to do with your performance, but everything to do with your new birth. Because of the finished work of the cross, we are accepted in the beloved. Are we perfect? No. Do we still sin? Yes. But the gospel is good news, not because of us, but what He has done for us and what He's done to us. Our acceptance is a gift of His grace. And so the call for you this morning is to accept that you're accepted just where you're at. He won't leave you there. He's going to keep working. The work He's begun, He's going to finish. Let Him work in you, but don't tie any performance, good or bad, to your acceptance with Him. Legalism will have a grip on you, holding you on a treadmill of doing more and trying harder and never measuring up until you accept that you are who God says you are. You're the